You ever played at Sanford Stadium before?
No, but I took many visits. I visit Georgia a lot. Georgia, well, Clemson was my first offer, and Georgia came behind. So I took a lot of visits to Georgia. Coach Rick recruited me pretty hard, and Coach Lilly was my recruiting coach up at Georgia. And he, the only thing that kind of made the decision easy to come here because he wasn't my position coach. Like, he was that good, but I had to think about, well, I'm not going to be seeing this man every day, one-on-one kind of deal. So.
When guys talk about Auburn, Alabama, rivalry, those things, does Auburn, Georgia one for you kind of up there, that kind of special?
Right, it is special. Because you know the coaches, you know the players, for me, it wasn't always the team growing up. You just want to go play for whatever. I actually used to like Florida State and Peter Ward back in the days, and just so crazy, Coach Rick was actually on that staff. But it was always a school that I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind playing for Georgia Bulldogs.
With the fact that this is even a closer rivalry than the Alabama rivalry in terms of points and who's won and everything like that. Do you guys think about that as players or no?
Oh, really not. Really don't think about that. Just go out and just have fun and compete. It's what they say, the oldest rivalry in the South, and we know Georgia's a big game and two great schools going at it, and both have great players, and we know it's always going to be a challenge when we go and play Georgia, But it's different from Alabama because with Georgia, you can just tell by the move, you got players talking to players, and I learned it last year. You got coaches, hey, what's up, man? Like I think it was Coach Rock and Coach Sayers actually played together last year, so they're talking and everybody's talking. And it's Bama, and it's nothing. It's no conversations. It's nothing. It's whatever. It's really it's a whole different mindset.
Were Coach Rock and Coach Schultz talking after the game?
They normally come up and say what's up, and shake hands. Because it's funny, when I was recruited, I heard how great Coach Rock was by Coach Sayers. When I come here, how great Coach Sayers was. So it was always just, you could tell that team made that bond always. It's going to be forever. So.
Talk about Gabe, what you kind of saw out of him and his start the other day, Gabe Wright.
Oh, he had fight. Some things when I think the first thing being the backup, then coming in to start a game, the condition. It was a whole nother different level. So the first two drives, he was like, man, I said, hey, it's going to come down. You're going to calm down, and it's going to be that bad. I think the fight and the effort that he showed, and he's continuing to get better, man. And I know it's a big one for him as well. So,
how hard is it to make that move where all of a sudden you go from playing 8 to 10 plays to now playing 50?
It's an adjustment. When you got to kind of get your feet wet. You know what I mean? The deal is, like you said, you coming in and you're playing 8 to 10, and sometimes 15, and maybe 20, to you taking 50 snaps. It's an adjustment, but I think the guys that are around him, just going to pick him up and keep going. So it's going to be an easy adjustment for him. Like for me, playing them snaps, but I had Zach Clayton, I had Blunt, I had Farrell, I had all these guys that I took from so much, I absorbed so much. It was like a sponge. I just sucked everything in last year, and I'm starting to use some of that stuff this year. So with Gabe, we know what he's going through, and we're going to help him out. So that means I need to elevate my play. Everybody need to elevate their play around him and just make him feel comfortable.